Welcome back to the Whiskey Hideaway. I'm your host, Steve, and with me today is my buddy Malin Tyler. He's been here before.
Absolutely.
Welcome back, bud.
Yes, sir.
And he has brought something sort of special. The Jack Daniels Sinatra Select. The Sinatra Select has a rich history, obviously, because Frank Sinatra, back in the day, he found this small distillery out of nowhere
Tennessee.
that does the Tennessee whiskey, and it's whiskey, not bourbon. And Jack Daniels, he just became a fan of Jack Daniels, and so he drank it a lot. Now, this particular bottle right here was not brought to life until many years after Frank Sinatra had already passed. But the reason that this has been brought out is this is the original sort of recipe. It's classic Coke, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the original way that they used to have it, it's 90 proof instead of the number 80 proof that we get today. And also they cut grooves into the casks so that whiskey could reach further into there and get a lot more of that barrel flavor. So you're going to get a lot of oak on this.
Yeah, it says it's very rich in the oak notes and all of the very natural taste notes that you would expect to have.
Now we're going to try this two ways today. We're going to try it neat, and then we're going to try it the Sinatra way.
Absolutely. I'm ready for that.
And the Sinatra way is with a little ice, a little water, and of course 2 fingers or 2 ounces of the Jack Daniels. So let's get her started right now, and I'll let you open the box and undo the seal.
I promised Steve when I got this bottle that I would not break the seal until it got here. So you can see, it comes with a fancy book that kind of tells you all the back history that Steve just went over. And then it actually is sold in a 1 liter bottle instead of the traditional 5th. So it's a little more.
Yeah.
And
that can actually kind of accommodate the higher price tag on this. Okay.
It doesn't. It's not, to me, as harsh on the nose as number 7 is.
No, and or less painful on the nose for a 90 proof.
Very delightful smells to it for a whiskey.
And you got that, of course, the oak in there, and
heavy, very sweet smelling.
Yep. All right. Well, so far I'm impressed. Let's see how it is on the taste. That's probably the best Jack Daniels I've ever tasted.
Yeah, I've tasted some of their single barrels, and honestly, none of them are as smooth as that. And don't get me wrong, they're high proof and high octane. But
I'm all about the complexity and sitting there and tearing it apart. This is a very simplistic whiskey, but at the same time, I don't know that I've ever had Jack Daniels where I could just sit and sip on it and no problems.
Yeah, you can definitely drink this.
There's no aftertaste. Kind of falls short on the finish.
Yeah,
but
I can see what you're saying there.
I mean, because I've got nothing on the tongue right now, but it was very on the taste, very buttery. It's like velvet on the tongue. Still getting that proof a little bit?
No, I'm actually just
went down the wrong hole? Okay.
No, I've been congested from allergies over the last couple of days.
Okay, all right.
But
all right.
No, I mean this is really a smooth bourbon.
Yeah.
There's no harsh afterburn from it. It's not, the book says something about vanilla flavoring and notes, but I don't really pick any of that up.
I don't taste any vanilla. Almost, if I get any kind of a note off of this, the outside of the whole nuttiness and the barrel and stuff like that, the only thing that I'm tasting is almost kind of a tea note.
Yeah, it is. It does have more of a
like a black tea.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying there.
Yep. It's like a black tea with a little bit of. There's a little spice on the back end, just before the finish is done. There's a little bit of spice, so that's got to be some of the rye that's in this as well.
Yeah, you're nailing it right there when you say that. I mean, it's not harsh in the sense that you take that first sip and it's the traditional flavors of whiskey you expect.
Could use some more vanilla or cherry or something like that.
Yes.
But also, this is not a bourbon.
Right.
This is a Tennessee whiskey.
It dissipates quick.
Yeah.
It's not. There's no long lasting effect on the throat or the palate or anything. It's there, good taste, and then it's gone.
This is a bottle that honestly, Coke should never touch this. On okay, Jack and Coke has its place, not with this bottle. I would not, in any way, shape, or form, ever want to dilute what's going on right here because it's perfect the way that it is. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, sure, it would make a great old fashioned or something like that. It would definitely stand out.
Well, now that's the way that the book there, and we talked about this earlier.
Right.
Frank Sinatra first tried Jack Daniels at a social with Jackie Gleason. She is the person who turned him on to Jack Daniels. He was at the bar, wanted an old fashioned, but didn't know what kind of whiskey he wanted, and she suggested it.
You mean he?
Or Jack, sorry, he.
No, it's Jackie.
But
Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who Jackie Gleason is?
I don't. I just assumed the name Jackie.
No. Jackie Gleason, he was an actor, and in some cases a comedian. He was in The Honeymooners. No, dang it. Okay.
I'm a 90s kid, man.
Okay, you're a 90s kid. I get that. Jackie Gleason, everything that he did was pretty much in black and white.
Yeah, I mean, being associated with music, I know who Frank Sinatra is.
Have you ever seen the movie The Hustler?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Jackie Gleason was Minnesota Fats.
Oh, okay, okay. So
all right, now we got him on board.
So he suggested Jack Daniels, and that's kind of where history was made. So the book says it makes a hell of an old fashioned, but we're not going to try it that way. We're gonna try it the Frank
the Sinatra way. Let's go and finish this one off. To Frank.
Let's see how the flavors and notes change now.
Yep. It muted everything, which water is always going to do as it dilutes it. But I actually got a little bit of a floral note off of the first sip.
I did, and it even hit the nose a little bit there.
It's still got that buttery undercurrent, but the oakiness and everything has been pushed way down.
Now, I can still taste the oak. I will say it's much lighter.
Oh, yeah, it's very light.
Than it was.
I just wish there was a little bit of honey to this, you know? If they had a Sinatra Select honey.
We'd be in trouble. That's what would happen. That's why they don't make it.
Well, I don't like flavored bourbons. I
don't either.
Or any whiskeys that are flavored.
I'm not a fan of the flavored vanilla, green apple, cinnamon added. No,
I don't like any of those, and I don't like the though I don't drink too much Canadian whiskey, but Crown and all of their variations of that too.
The peach.
Yeah, no, not for me. Well, thanks again for bringing this over.
Yeah.
And he's not going to sing this time.
No singing. But I did stick with the theme.
I know, right?
Of music.
The music theme is still here.
So
that's awesome.
Overall, I think I would say this is a great hangout, drink with your friends whiskey, but the story's cooler than really the taste.
Yeah, that's true.
And it has a cooler story that you can sit and talk about with your friends more than anything.
But if you're going to drop $180 on a bottle,
it's a good way to do it.
It's decent. I've spent $180 on a bottle. This is Sinatra Select, and we did it his way. Cheers.
Cheers.